Hi and welcome to Green Haus Winter Volume 2. My name's Andy Temple and I'm going to talk you through our January menu. So let's have a little look inside the box. Here we have our beautiful little booklet which talks us through every single dish within the menu. We have a lovely bottle of white wine. We've got 8 selected dishes with side accompaniments and a side of focaccia bread. Dish number 1, a gochujang carrots with a sesame and ginger dressing. Dish number 2, a MUHAMMARA. Dish number 3, a 5-bean estofado with a lime and coriander pesto. Dish number 4, a PIQUILLO pepper tabbouleh. Dish number 5, a Cantonese whole fun noodles with crispy onions and garlic. Dish number 6, a GOAN CHACUTI masala with Kashmiri chili and coconut chutney. Dish number 7, a salted crispy tofu with a soy and ginger dressing. And last but not least, dish number 8, a pumpkin and orange cake with sour blueberries. So let's start plating up our food. First dish is our Korean gochujang carrots, which we are going to just lightly mix inside the dish, and then we'll start to plate. So we're going to give this a little sugar, and then we're just going to open this up and then just lightly dress over the top of the carrots. Not too much. It's a little bit extra there should you want to add a little bit extra flavour to it. What we'll do is just give it a little mix and then we'll start to dress on top of the plate. This is best served cold. You can heat it up in the oven for a quick 10 minutes or you can pop it in the microwave for 1.5 to 2 minutes. Just top it on there. Inside this we have some kimchi, some edamame beans, a little bit of carrots seasoned with gochujang spice, and then just serve that just at the side. So on to dish number 2, we've got this lovely MUHAMMARA, which is a little bit like a spiced hummus. Originally comes from Aleppo in Syria. This food is absolutely outstanding, absolutely bung full of flavour. So what we're going to do is just start to decant this onto the plate and just start building a nice little mound, and then we'll serve it with the lovely fresh focaccia bread. Just going to pop this focaccia bread into the oven just to warm for 30 seconds. We'll serve that with the MUHAMMARA, and then we'll go on to dish number 3. So we've got this excellent little 5-bean estofado. For the users that don't know what an estofado is, it's a nice little tomato-based stew. So what we'll do is we'll just decant this, we'll pop it into a pan, and then we'll bring it up to the boil. So now that that's come up to the boil, we're just going to pop that into the dish, and then we're going to top with the lime and coriander pesto. Just decant it into a lovely nice little bowl. It is quite a wet number. And we're going to top with a lime and coriander pesto. So don't be shy with this. Just start to drizzle that all over the top. It's going to give you a little bit of freshness to this estofado and a nice lovely little clean flavour. That's dish number 3. We have a sweet PIQUILLO pepper tabbouleh, which is everything's ready to go. So all you need to do is just give this a little mix inside the tub, and then we'll dress inside the bowl. It's a lovely, fresh, clean, citrusy dish. It gives you a nice balance to some of the other dishes, which can be a little bit rich. But it is the winter after all, we want a nice, lovely, warming ensemble of flavours. Dish number 4, a sweet PIQUILLO pepper tabbouleh. Dish number 5, we have a Cantonese whole fun, which is a noodle dish, which we will top with crispy onions and garlic. So this dish can be served hot or cold. Personally, I like this warm. So we'll just heat it up, and then we'll start plating. Make sure it's nice and warm, and then we'll pop it onto the plate. So we've heated up the whole fun here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to start to dress onto the plate. It doesn't need to be roasting hot, it just needs to be nice and warm. We go too hot, we'll start breaking everything down, it'll all start to get a little bit too soft. You want to get some freshness to come through from the noodles and the vegetables. We're just going to top with some crispy onions and garlic. This gives a lovely crisp texture to the dish. So on to dish number 6, we have a GOAN CHACUTI masala. So this comes from the southwest of India. We are going to warm this up in the pan until it's nice and hot, and then we're going to top with a Kashmiri chili and coconut chutney. So just decant this dish into the pot. Slowly bring it to the boil so you don't burn the bottom. So now that we've heated that dish up, we're just going to start to plate it up just now. So traditionally, this would be served in a bowl, but we're going to put it into a nice little plate. So a nice hot, spicy spinach and potato curry, topped with sugar snap peas. And then we've topped it with a little touch of poppy seed. We're going to top with a Kashmiri chili and coconut chutney. So this gives a little bit of acidity to the dish and a little bit of freshness too. An outstanding little chutney. It looks very dry compared to standard chutneys, but it's very fresh and clean. That's dish number 6. For dish number 7, we have a salted crispy tofu salad with fennel, pineapple, soy and ginger dressing, and a little bit of Tokyo turnip. So this dish can be hot or cold. Personally, I like it hot. I think it gives a totally different dimension to the dish. As fresh as it is, I still think it needs that little bit of heat just to bring it out in flavour. So we'll heat that up on the stove. Once that's done, we'll then dress with a soy and ginger dressing. So now that that's nice and hot, we'll take it off the heat. We'll add a little touch of the dressing, just stir it in. We'll give it a little mix, and then we'll pop it onto the plate. A dish very rich in soy sauce and fresh ginger, but very clean at the same time. The lovely little crispy tofu. So now that we've dressed that, we'll pop ourselves on to dish number 8. So in volume 1, we never put a dessert in, and we got a lot of feedback coming back to say that we've added no sweet dish. So we've come up with this pumpkin and orange cake. A little bit of influence came from the North of America. And at the time we were looking at this, we were looking at all the lovely rich vegetables that we have from over the winter. So we came up with this cake, very, very simple, very North American, very traditional. All you have to do is just decant this straight onto the plate and serve with a side of sour blueberries. Dish number 8, a pumpkin cake with sour blueberries. So there we have it, our 8 lovely little dishes for Winter Volume 2 from Green Haus. Just to finish off, a lovely glass of white wine. I hope you enjoy.